Recently, we had to get a plumber into the house to deal with a couple of minor maintenance issues. They were just simple jobs, a leaky shower nozzle and a leak in a pipe under the kitchen sink. Now, the plumber managed to fix the leak under the kitchen sink, but he put the job of the leaky shower nozzle into the too hard basket. So, my wife, being the industrious person she is, she fixed it. Now, when the plumber had left, we realised he'd done such a half-arsed job and made such a mess that it left us thinking, why did we bother? And it got me reflecting on how hard it is to do a good job. Years ago, when I lived in Australia, there was a chap who'd built his fortune on the back of his company installing home security alarms. He was so successful and charismatic that he ended up on the public speaking circuit, talking about how he built this great business and captured the home alarm market. Unfortunately, he did also end up in prison for bribery and other criminal activity, but the story he told about his alarm business was very inspiring. Now, I might have some of the facts slightly wrong, but the essence of the story is very definitely intact. Apparently, the alarm installation market at the time was full of average at best workmanship. The workmen would typically arrive late in dirty vehicles, dirty overalls, grubby hands, muddy boots, smoking a cigarette and uttering monosyllabic grunts. I'm sure you get the picture. Typically, when the alarm and the sensors had been installed and the workmen had left, the homeowner would vacuum the sawdust and dirt off the floor, clean the handprints off the windows and walls, open the windows and spray some room freshener about. Now, on his own admission, the alarms his company installed weren't the best on the market, and they weren't the cheapest either. But what he set about doing was revolutionising the client experience. He started by giving each of his workmen 5 pair of clean overalls, one for every day of the week. They were given new boots and each were given fragrance, shoe polish, deodorant, gloves and slippers. And most importantly, they were trained in how and why they needed to deliver a unique 5-star customer experience. Apparently, they would arrive at the job 5 minutes early in spotlessly clean vehicles, wearing clean overalls and clean work boots and smelling good. Before they went inside, they would have to take their boots off and they'd put their company-issued slippers on. And whilst they were in the house, they would put down dust sheets anywhere they were drilling. They would wear clean white gloves so that they didn't leave any sweaty handprints on the windows and walls, and they all had portable cordless vacuum cleaners with them that they'd use to clean up any sawdust from the floor or any window ledges where they'd been drilling. When they were on the outside of the building, up on ladders, installing sensors, they would take the opportunity to clean the guttering of any leaves, and at the end of the job, they would say to the client that they had 10 to 15 minutes to spare. If the client wanted any small handyman job done, they would be very happy to do it without any charge. Now, I never witnessed any of that from a consumer's point of view, but I heard the story more than once, and I know that if I were in the market for a home alarm, there is no doubt who I would have called. So, completing the circle, I had a plumber in my house. He couldn't care less. He was dirty, he made a huge mess, and he did a very poor job. So why would I ever want him back? So the question I want to leave you with is this. What sort of experience do your clients get that is part of the system? And more importantly, what can you do to deliver a 5-star salon experience, the likes of which will have clients queuing up at your door? So thank you for watching. And if you don't already subscribe to the 2-Minute Salon Manager, you can do so by visiting growmysalonbusiness.com. And if you don't already, follow me on Facebook and Instagram, again, at Grow My Salon Business. So have a great week.